Have you ever wondered what's really happening inside your brain when you feel anxious, depressed, or overwhelmed? We often talk about mental health as something separate from our physical health. But what if I told you that mental health conditions can leave a physical mark on your brain? A recent, groundbreaking study has revealed something truly striking, and it's changing how we understand the very nature of mental illness. This isn't about blaming anyone or saying these changes are permanent. Far from it. This is about validation, understanding, and hope. For decades, scientists have tried to pinpoint how conditions like depression, anxiety, and PTSD affect the brain's structure. They've looked at brain scans, studied neurotransmitters, and explored genetic links. But it's been like trying to see a single tree in a vast, dense forest. The signals were there, but they were often subtle and hard to piece together into a clear picture. Well, a massive international study, one of the largest of its kind, has finally given us the clearer picture. Researchers from all over the world pulled together thousands of brain scans with ray-tracing data from over 13,000 people. They included individuals with 6 different conditions: major depression, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, obsessive-compulsive disorder, or OCD, anxiety and post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. They compared these scans to those of healthy individuals. What they were looking for was a common thread, a shared signature that these different conditions might leave on the brain. And they found it. This is the incredible part. Across all 6 of these distinct mental health conditions, they discovered a consistent pattern of change in a specific part of the brain, called the cerebral cortex. The cerebral cortex is the brain's outer layer, the wrinkly grey matter you probably picture when you think of a brain. It's the hub of our most complex functions: thinking, memory, language, and consciousness. It's what makes us, us. So, what was the change? The study found that in people with these conditions, certain areas of the cortex were consistently thinner. Imagine the cortex as a layered cake. In these individuals, some of the layers were slightly compressed. Specifically, the thinning was most prominent into key regions: the anterior cingulate cortex and the insula. Now, don't worry about the complex names. What's important is what these areas do. The anterior cingulate cortex is like the brain's emotional regulation center. It helps us process emotions, make decisions, and control our impulses. It's the part of your brain that helps you say, "Okay, I feel anxious, but I'm going to take a deep breath and handle this." The insula, on the other hand, is our internal world monitor. It processes body sensations like your heart racing or your stomach churning and integrates them with your emotions. It helps you recognize, "I feel this sensation, and it's because I'm scared," or "I feel this, and it's because I'm excited." So, finding thinning in these specific areas across so many different conditions is a huge deal. It suggests that while symptoms might look different on the outside, whether it's the low mood of depression, the worry of anxiety, or the compulsions of OCD, there might be a shared biological pathway underneath it all, a common vulnerability in the brain's ability to regulate emotions and interpret internal feelings. This discovery is what scientists call a transdiagnostic marker. It cuts across different diagnoses. Think of it like a fever. A fever can be a symptom of a cold, the flu, or an infection. The underlying cause is different, but the fever is a common sign that the body is fighting something off. Similarly, this thinning in the cortex could be a common sign that the brain is struggling with emotional and internal dysregulation, regardless of the specific mental health label. Now, a crucial question arises: does the mental health condition cause the brain to change? Or do these brain differences make someone more vulnerable to developing a condition? It's the classic chicken or egg problem, and the honest answer is we don't know for sure yet. It's likely a bit of both. Prolonged stress, a key factor in many mental health conditions, is known to affect brain structure. The stress hormone, cortisol, can, over time, impact the health of brain cells. So it's possible that the ongoing struggle with the condition contributes to these changes. On the other hand, some people might be born with or develop a slightly different brain structure that makes it harder for them to regulate emotions, making them more susceptible to mental health challenges when faced with life stresses. The truth is probably a complex dance between our genetics, our environment, and our experiences. But here's why this is ultimately a message of hope, not despair. First, this finding provides profound validation. If you've ever struggled with your mental health, you know it feels incredibly real and physical. This research confirms it. It's not just in your head in a dismissive way, it's in your brain, in the very structure of the organ that runs your entire life. This helps fight stigma and shows that mental illness is a real, biological health issue, just like diabetes or heart disease. Second, and perhaps most importantly, we know the brain is not a static, unchangeable block of stone. It's incredibly dynamic. It has a property called neuroplasticity, which is a fancy word for its ability to change, adapt, and rewire itself throughout our lives. Every time you learn a new skill, form a new memory, or change a habit, you are physically changing your brain. And this applies to these cortical changes too. We know that effective treatments for mental health conditions can lead to positive changes in the brain. Therapy, for example, is not just talking. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, teaches you to reframe negative thought patterns. When you practice these new ways of thinking, you're literally forging new neural pathways and strengthening different parts of your brain. Mindfulness and meditation have also been shown to increase the thickness of the cerebral cortex, particularly in areas related to attention and emotional regulation, the very same areas we've been talking about. Even physical exercise, which is a powerful mood booster, promotes the growth of new brain cells and improves brain health. So, this discovery doesn't mean someone is brain damaged or that their fate is sealed. It means we now have a clearer target. By understanding this common biological signature, scientists can work on developing more effective and even personalized treatments. Imagine a future where treatments aren't just based on your symptoms, but are also designed to strengthen these specific brain regions. This could lead to new therapies, new medications, or new combinations of treatments that are more precise and powerful than what we have today. It opens the door to prevention strategies, helping us identify individuals who might be at higher risk and giving them tools to build brain resilience before a crisis occurs. So, what's the takeaway for you? If you're struggling, please know that what you're experiencing is real and has a biological basis, but also know that your brain has a remarkable capacity for change and healing. Help is available and it works. Reaching out to a therapist, talking to your doctor, or connecting with a support group are powerful first steps. These actions are not signs of weakness. They are acts of courage that can literally help you reshape your brain for the better. If you are in distress or need immediate support, please reach out to a crisis hotline or a mental health professional. There are people who want to help you, and recovery is absolutely possible. This new science is just one more reason to be optimistic about the future of mental health care. It's an exciting time, and understanding our brains is the first step to healing our minds. Thanks for watching today. If you found this information valuable, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more insights into the amazing world of your brain. Stay curious and be well.